All right, what is their karma for hurting you? I have three piles here. I got pile number one here, pile number two, and pile number three. I'll go ahead and show you guys the crystals up close. Whichever crystal or tarot deck that you're drawn to, you can go ahead and pick that pile. And if you're drawn to more than one, you can go ahead and pick both of them. And we're going to be using this Hidden Truth Oracle for all of the readings, just to let you know. So the first crystal is going to be this one. It might be backwards, I'm not too sure. I'm still learning how to use this camera. That's pile number one. Pile number two is going to be this crystal. And then pile number three is going to be this crystal. All right, so go ahead and take a moment to pick your pile. You can pause if you need to, and I'm going to go ahead with pile number one. All right, so pile number one, those who chose this crystal right here, we're going to go ahead and start with your reading. Put this over here, and I'm going to go ahead and pause and shuffle the cards, and then come back once they're ready. All right, the cards have been shuffled. Now we're going to pull the cards. I want to look at what this person did to you first so that you're able to kind of understand whether or not this describes the person that you're thinking of. So we're going to see what went down and what did this person do to you. All right, so we already got one card out. Starting off with the Knight of Cups. Let me get a couple more cards here to clarify. Oh my gosh. Okay. Six of Wands. Oh man. Okay. I'm going to get some more cards, but starting off, the energy of this person in the situation, what they've done to you, I feel like this person was very selfish with their time, energy, and emotions. I do feel like this person didn't reciprocate the energy that you gave to them. It's like the give and take is very unbalanced here. It's giving selfish. I feel like this person, when they were with you, it's like they took advantage of, your kindness and the emotional support. This has a lot to do with the emotional aspect. I feel like the love that you had for this person really boosted their ego, and it's like they didn't take you into consideration or your feelings. They may have disrespected you in a lot of different ways. And again, this is a very selfish energy. It's like without the reassurance and emotional, it's like I'm trying to find the right word, but it's an energy of you hyping this person up, making them feel good about themselves, but them not doing the same for you. It's like as you tried to build them up, they were breaking you down because it's like, again, like they didn't take into consideration how you felt, how their actions affected you. It's like very much, again, selfish, doing things, going out with friends. It's like prioritizing everybody except for you. Um, and there's a heavy influence on like a social status. I feel like they may have even used you to make themselves look better in some sort of way. Something with social status is very heavy here. Um, and I feel like they really like craved that attention and validation from others. And I feel that this person gave a lot of attention to people that were outside of your guys' connection or relationship. And this could have been in a way of like flirting with other people, or liking other people's pictures, messaging other people, um, to get that validation, that satisfaction, without the consideration of the fact that they were in a connection with you. And this, again, like, was a betrayal, like, of your trust. Or um, I just really feel like they didn't care of how this affected you. They were more focused on um, wanting to be seen, wanting to be like wanted or admired, um, by other people. But it's like they see it's, but they didn't want it from you because they knew that they had it from you. It's like they wanted it from other people that weren't paying attention to them. And that's hurtful. Okay, so what did this person do to my pile number ones? Yeah, very selfish. With their money as well. And I feel that maybe this could have been in a work sense, like this person could have been doing this at work. It's, for example, giving the energy of like a server and a cook's relationship. Like, not all the time, but most of the time, like, the cooks in the kitchen of a restaurant are like always flirting with the servers, like going out of their way to make sure that they're fed and they're doing good and they're okay. But it's like they didn't give that energy to you. The same thing with stability too. I feel like they were so focused on other people and comparing their lives to other people's lives. And it's like all you wanted was, for this relationship to grow into something bigger. And I feel like they weren't focused on the future when they were with you. It's like they were just focused on um, the present. And it's like, again, like they didn't consider a future of stability with you, or they weren't working towards that. Um, and this person could have even used you for stability or some sort of like financial relief, like depended on you, to take care of their financial responsibilities, um, because they knew that you would always come through. So it's like they knew that they wouldn't have to worry about, the financial aspect. And it's kind of like, it's like living rent free. It's very childish, I have to say. Like, it is very immature. Um, this person, at least when you guys were in a connection with each other, it's like there's certain people that kind of rush into a relationship because they see the what's the right word, the advantages. It's like they see what you have to offer and they're like, okay, I want that, but I also don't want to work for it, or I don't want to have um, any type of responsibilities. I know that this person will take care of these things for me. And it's 12:23 on the clock, so you may be seeing those numbers, or 123, um, which does tell me that you have moved on from this person, that the relationship has grown, but in separate directions, because this is kind of looking into what their karma is for hurting you. Um, and usually, you guys probably aren't together anymore. Let's see, what did this person do to my pile number ones? Okay, tell me about the Two of Cups reversed here. And I do want to say, I feel like they did have the opportunity. It's like they may have had, there's two things. They may have had the finances to, or the financial like stability to help you out. Again, to help you out with financial responsibilities, but they may have been selfish with their money, not willing to help you out. This also could be them not having any money, but being lazy. Like not uh, going out of their way to figure out how to get a job, how to make money, just being comfortable in the situation that they were in with you, because they knew that, again, like you would take care of it. They knew that if they didn't have, um, the money to give you, you always came through, you know? Um, and again, though, because they may have had some sort of like income, because with the Six of Pentacles here, it's giving the energy of them sharing with other people. Um, and it's in a way of wanting people to look at them like a hero, you know, like taking care of other people, like, oh yeah, bro, like I got you, or like don't worry about it, I got you. But again, with you, it's like they didn't do that with you. They didn't consider like what you thought about them, or if you were going to be financially okay. It's like, yeah, giving to everybody else except for you. And then let's see, the Eight of Swords reversed here. Let's see what this is talking about. Okay, the Magician. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I do want to say this could be a narcissist. This could be somebody that's very mentally, emotionally manipulative. This is somebody that didn't care, like, whether you saw what they were doing or not. It's like you may have, been aware of this and brought this to their attention. Like, why do you do this? Why don't you do this for me? It's like the things that they were doing, the hurtful things in this connection that they were doing, it was very out in the open. Um, and again, like, this is something that you have or had addressed with this person, but it's like they they didn't care. Like, they didn't care that it bothered you. They didn't care. It's like they didn't keep it a secret, you know? It was the disrespect that, it was a type of disrespect that was in your face, like disrespecting you in your face and not caring, like, that you were affected or hurt or anything like that. Again, it's like they didn't try to hide this at all. And I feel like another reason why they disrespected you in your face is because they knew that the more that this was exposed to you, the more that they made this known, the more that you would try to prove, like, why they should respect you, they should care about you or take care of you. It's like really pushing and pushing to try to get somebody to see something, or to like feel some type of way, to do something that they don't want to do. But you really trying to make this person see your worth and your value and everything that you bring to the table, made this person well, first of all, it made this person feel like their ego was very much boosted by your actions, because you fought so hard for this person and for their attention. And again, like, that validation from others, like people making them feel like they're wanted, is what they were chasing at the time. And it also made them realize, or made them understand, that they didn't have to do any work. Like, they could walk all over you, use you like a doormat, and you were still going to be there for them. Um, yeah, and this is something that, obviously you walked away from. So this is the person that we're looking at, the type of energy that we're looking at, what the connection looked like. So let's see, what their karma is for hurting you. But before we do that, I like to look at, let's see, this, the hidden truth here, the hidden truth oracle. We're going to see how they feel about you now. But just take into consideration, just because they may feel like regretful that they messed up, doesn't always mean that, if you guys were to try again, it would be different. Some people feel regretful until, they get that person back, and then, do the same thing. But of course, use your discernment. You know the relationship in this person better than I do. But I do want to mention that, because if you're on your healing journey, it's important that you don't let this person hold you back from moving forward, or these cards hold you back from moving forward. Okay, so the hidden truth. Let's see. What's the hidden truth for pile number one and their person that caused them this hurt? How does this person secretly feel about my pile number one? The pile number ones? The people that chose pile number one. There we go. How do they secret feel? This is, my words are not making sense today. Okay. Yep. I knew exactly what I was doing. What a confirmation. It's pretty self-explanatory. This person, man, the pain that they caused, it's like very selfish. They knew what they were doing. They knew it. And it was, very obvious the way that they disrespected you to your face. And, if this person acted like they don't see how this is wrong, or they don't see how this could affect you or hurt you, kind of like if they gaslit you in any type of way, deep down, they knew what they were doing. They did. Okay, so what's the hidden truth? I wish I had treated you better. Yep, this is usually how this goes. The regret of the aftermath, being able to, it's like once you leave, they don't realize what they have until it's gone, type of energy. And I feel like they're definitely feeling that. Like they may, again, we're going to look into what their karma is, what's going on with them, but they may not be on that high horse anymore, that boosted ego, that financially stable. I wouldn't be surprised if people, or if the universe, your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, whatever you believe in, has intervened and kind of taken these things away from them, so they know what it feels like to be in your shoes. They know what it feels like, kind of like a taste of their own medicine. The timing just wasn't right for us. See, and this is some sort of like, and I don't want to be rude, but this feels like a boo-hoo, like poor me type of energy. Like, oh, I just wasn't ready at the time. I wasn't emotionally mature at the time. I was afraid of commitment at the time. But, if that's the case, and this is how they feel about the connection, they shouldn't have agreed to a commitment, or they should have walked away. They shouldn't have taken things as far as they went, because this definitely feels like a prolonged type of situation. All right, we're gonna get two more cards for. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I do want to say they are in an energy of regret. So I wouldn't be surprised if the rug was pulled out from underneath them, because we have, I hope that you can forgive me one day. I don't feel like they've necessarily, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Just want to put that out there, that I feel like this energy is progressing the more that, like, the more that you grow. Oh my gosh, the more that you grow, the more that you create that emotional distance and detachment. Again, like, they really do feel your absence. But don't let that throw you off track, because we do have I love you unconditionally, but it's like it's a little too late. Like, now they're seeing like, oh wow, like nobody took care of me the way that they did. Nobody saw me for who I was and accepted me for who I was like they did, like pile number one did. Um, but it's just a shame that, this is something that they are now coming to terms with. Okay, let's see their karma. What's their karma for hurting you? All right, so what is their karma for hurting pile number one? Okay, we got the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Cups. Okay, I'm going to clarify these. We'll start with the Queen of Swords. I'm going to clarify the Queen of Swords here. Interesting. So I don't know if they. Okay, I'm getting two messages. So for one group of people, for pile number one, this person reached out to you again. And I feel like this, it's like the response that you gave them was very blunt, brutal, and honest. It's not necessarily a malicious response, but it's very much like, you know, I'm good. I'm good. I'm better off. Like, thank you for the apology or thanks for reaching out, but this isn't something that I want to go back to. The second pile here, I'm sorry, the second group in pile number one, I feel like um, the last thing that you said to them um, when you left or before you left um, was very straightforward and honest about the type of person that they are. Um, just kind of calling them out for their bullshit, honestly. And their karma here for both groups is watching you find your happiness, find your stability. This could be some of you guys in a new relationship or some sort of like happy family type of energy. But it's more of you moving forward and not regretting it and not looking back on the past. Not It's like healing, it's something that they are really struggling with healing. And now that they hurt you, they didn't treat you right, they took advantage of you, they have to see, they have to sit back and watch, you know, you live the life that you know that you deserve. And this person knows if they were to come forward to you now, back on their bullshit, like, I'm sorry about the past, or this is how I feel about you, or, confess what it is that they're feeling. They know that you're going to cut them off. They know that you're going to reject them because you've reached a point in your life where you're happy and you're at peace. And it's like they know that you're not going to welcome in any type of energy that's going to take that away from you. Um, let's see, what is their karma for hurting you? Yeah, and I feel like they are being forced to sit with what they've done, like sit with their actions. It's like they made their bed and now they have to lay in it. It's like they cannot escape the regret of the mistakes that they have made. They were sneaky. They did betray you. Um, they did a lot of cruel and awful things to you. Um, and I feel like they are a little bit jealous of how far you've come after, being separated from them. Um, because again, it's like their validation from the, people um, outside of the connection is so important to them. And how are they going to be um, validated and seen as like, somebody that's on top, somebody that has their 10 of cups, if they're in this energy at kind of like rock bottom for um, their actions, for doing what they did. um, I want to clarify the Nine of Swords in reverse as well. Hmm. And it really caught them off guard. It really caught them off guard that um, you were able to break yourself out of this cycle that they had you in, that you were able to obtain what it is that they've always wanted. But this, again, like your decision was kind of unexpected to them, because it's like they never thought that you would walk away, and you did. And that's a really painful thing that uh, they're having to reflect on. Um, let's see, clarify the Page of Swords for me, please. And then clarify the Two of Wands. Yeah, I feel like after you made that decision, I do feel like the rug was pulled out from under them. It's like they don't have anything to juggle anymore. It's like they don't have any more options, to move back and forth with. It's like they're stuck. It's kind of like people slowly detached from them, and they aren't being chased like they were in the past. And um I feel like, in a sense, they feel like you may have done some sort of like spell work to them, um to put them in this energy, because they are regretful. They are kind of stuck on you, but it is them being stuck in like mental, I want to say, like anguish as well. um And I feel like whatever it is that they're waiting on, it's like they're waiting to hear back from something, like a job or something very important. And I feel like the things that they're trying to move forward with, they just keep getting held back. They keep getting delayed. Whatever they try to start, it's not necessarily working out in their favor, which may be why they think that you might have done some sort of like um, black magic, to them or something. I don't feel like you did. I feel like it's just their karma, like all of their options have been closed off. Like all of those doors of opportunity have been shut, so that they don't have any sort of distraction, so that they're, again, like they're forced to sit in that energy of reflection, and stuck with the regret and the remorse of their actions. Yeah, that's what I feel like their karma is for hurting you. I hope that this resonated with you and your situation. If it did, please leave a like or a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated, and subscribe if you want to, for more videos. And I'm going to go ahead with pile number two. All right, pile number two. This is the people that chose this crystal, the clear quartz here. Um, this is what it looks like. We're going to look into what is their karma for hurting you. But first, I want to look into what this person did to you, what this connection looked like at the time, so that you are able to tell, like, if this is for you, or this is describing the person that you're, familiar with. So let's see. What did this person do to pile number two? All right, let's see. What did this person do to pile number two? I'm I'm going to move this over here, actually. Oh, that works. I just want you guys to see it. Okay. What did this person do to pile number 2? I'm hearing a lot of gaslighting here, though. Like gaslighting in a form of like maybe like empty promises or broken promises, like knowing that they're not going to fulfill them. Let's see. What did this person do to pile number 2? Okay. Yeah, this is for sure this energy starting off. Yeah, this person is, man, it's, it could be this person pretended to be somebody that they're not, or it's like, again, like a lot of empty promises. Um, and I feel like this was towards, like, this was the beginning of the relationship. It's like there was so much hope and the connection was so strong. But it does feel like some form of a mask that they were wearing here. It's like um, kind of, it's like you telling them what you want in a relationship or what type of person you're looking for. And it's like they embodied what it is that you were describing to them. But once the connection got a little bit more serious or more down the line, it's like they they emotionally detached. And there is um, another energy that I'm picking up on where it's like this person was chasing you and just wanted you so bad, and you may have even like rejected them at first, and then eventually thought, you know what, let me give this a try. This person, um, they want me so bad, and they cherish me and value me, and um, again, let me give it a try. And once you did open up, and once you guys you did give it a try, and you guys started um, what's the right way to say this? Once you guys started dating, or this connection picked up off the ground, like once you accepted this, it's like they completely stopped. They completely stopped chasing. It's like they didn't, the energy just completely flip flopped. And I feel like this person does like the chase. And then once the chase is over, they're bored. Once the chase is over, they check out. um, Patience and planning. Yeah, I feel like this, they were chasing you for a very long time. This could have been somebody that you were like really good friends with, hung out with a lot. And it's like they were very patient. And I just saw 33:11 on the clock. So um, those numbers may be uh, significant to you. But um, yeah, it's like they chase you for a very long time, and it's kind of left you confused because you're like, you wanted me so bad. You treated me so good when I didn't want you. And now that I do want you, where you're nowhere to be found. Like that person that I knew before we started dating or before we got into this connection is nowhere to be found, just completely checked out. Yeah, again, this patience and planning just makes me feel like they really did, they tried their hardest. This could have, and if they weren't a friend, like if you guys weren't friends before you guys started dating or whatever, it's like when you guys were getting to know each other, this could have been something that you're like, let's take this very slow. And they were that person that they like tried their hardest to prove themselves worthy. um and when, again, once you gave in, their energy completely switched, and they weren't this person anymore. Like they were just emotionally unavailable. Again, crown chakra in reverse tells me, yeah, that you were very, very confused with the switch up of their energy. And then we do have deception and envy. Um, which gives me an energy of feeling betrayed, but in a sense of like, I'm trying to find the right way to word this. Betrayed in a way that's like, you made me believe that you were this type of person, or this is how the relationship was going to go, or, you made me believe that, yeah, you made me believe that you were this type of person that wanted me so bad, and now you don't want me anymore. And it's like, you feel, or you felt, sorry, you felt very like they betrayed you, they lied to you, they wore a mask, and you were like, why? Like, why? If this is how you were going to be, why would you waste my time? Like, it's a whole lot of not understanding. Once the mask came off, once they started to slip, into that type of person, or show you, um that I'm sorry, once their true colors started coming out, it's like, you were like, what? I'm sorry, excuse my language, but you were like, what the fuck? And this, there is a group of people for pile number two where this person, held resentment towards you for, I feel that this person had chased you for so long. It's like built up resentment of, while they're chasing you, you weren't interested in them, so you were exploring options, getting to know other people, not, considering that you wanted this person, or um, it's just like not feeling it, not feeling it. And I feel that you made this very clear to this person. They still chose to chase you, but again, once you guys got into, like a relationship, it's like that's when that resentment started coming out, and that's why they, emotionally withdrawn. And it's like they weren't being fair, they weren't playing fair, they weren't treating you, the way that they said they would, or the way that you deserved, um, because it's like they were still holding on to some, again, like resentment, um, from the past. And it's like they wanted you to feel unwanted the way that you made them feel. But again, it's like your intentions weren't to make them feel unwanted. You just didn't want a connection with this person. And again, I feel like you made that clear, or you let it be known, and they still chose to chase you. So it's not like this is your fault, but the fact that they were still like resentful of that, or mad at you because of that, doesn't give them the right to do what they did to you and take it out on you. Okay, so what did this person do to my pile number twos? We're just gonna get two more cards, and then we'll look into their. Well, I have a couple things I want to look into for you guys. Okay. Yeah. And I feel that their intentions were to hurt you. Their intentions were to make you feel the way that you made them feel. But again, they kind of, when they were chasing you, they did it to themselves, because they knew that they were chasing somebody that, wasn't interested in them, somebody that didn't want them like that. But it's like this person is very like vengeful. They seek revenge, it's like they hold a grudge very, very tightly. um and again, it's like they wanted you so bad because they couldn't have you, and once they did have you, it's like the energy switched and that resentment came out. Yeah, and they wanted to hurt you, they wanted to like let you down, they wanted to lead you on the way that they felt like they were led on. But again, I don't feel like you led them on at all. I feel like they, again, like this is a choice that they made, and they did it to themselves. Okay, so now we're gonna look into the hidden truth, oracle. We're gonna see, what are they currently feeling towards you. And don't, I always say this for the hidden truth oracle, please don't, let this stop you from growing or moving forward if that is the path that you are currently on. Um, this is just sometimes we don't get closure. Um, Sometimes people, are their egos or their pride gets in the way, and they don't want to tell you these things because they don't want to feel vulnerable or whatever the case may be. So just take that into consideration. Of course, use your discernment if you feel like this is somebody that you want to go back to or work things out with. It's completely up to you. But let's see, how are they feeling towards you right now? What are they hiding? What do you not know, type of thing? What's the hidden truth for pile number two? How does this person feel about my pile number twos? I do want to say that this is something that they never, never would tell you by the way that that card kind of showed itself and then flipped over. These are things that they're too prideful to let you know, because I do feel like they ended up getting hurt in the long run. Um, and they don't want you to know that they still care, that they still that they still have feelings for you. Um, so first card out, you and I were too young. And I feel like this may have been somebody that you may have, maybe it's been months, maybe it's been years. This does give me an energy of, this happened like years ago, because of you and I were too young. But I feel like this is more talking about, oh, we just weren't ready. We still had some growing and maturing to do. But it kind of rubs me the wrong way that they are looking at this like you and I, because this is something that they did, but they're also kind of blaming you, like they're adding you into the equation, like as if you played a part in this, like as if part of this is your fault. And I don't feel like I don't agree with that. Yep. And you came closer than anyone, and I feel like that sense of vulnerability is something that they are not comfortable with like sharing with anybody else. And I feel like that's why they were emotionally closed off as well. It's like they still had feelings for you, and it was kind of confusing for them as well, because it's like flipping back and forth, almost kind of like a bipolar type of energy of like them feeling too much for you, and once they feel too much for you, it's like they emotionally withdraw and like remind themselves like, no, this person hurt me, this person did this to me, and now I have to like get my lick back, like now I have to get them back, I have to make it even. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So they act like they're not available. They act like you do not have their attention, like that you are not important to them, that they've moved on, that this has not affected them in any way, shape, or form. But we do have, I can't stop thinking about you. So again, it's like this person is wearing a mask, or they were, they do that to kind of protect themselves from, again, being vulnerable and being seen. There's some sort of power that you hold. I do feel like even if you don't feel it, you do have the upper hand in this situation, because um, I feel like you were very open and honest with this person, and that's something that they couldn't be or they couldn't do with you. um, and they feel like if you knew that they were in this energy of, I can't stop thinking about you, if they were open and honest with you about this, I feel like they would feel like you won. And for some reason, like the way that they see people and they see the situation is very much like in a competition type of way. And I feel like it's really not a competition for you, and you've never looked at it as a competition, but they do. There's a lot of comparison, competition, like whatever you do, they want to do it better, which is why they put on a mask, because they want you to feel like they're doing better without you. Again, like they're not affected by this, but they are affected. Um, though I feel like they lack that aspect of accountability or like self awareness, um, because they justify their actions in this energy that they are still in. They justify it by convincing themselves that, you know, it wasn't just them that made mistakes. Like, again, like you did too, or you caused them. Yeah, you caused them to act like this. That is their justification. um and I'm starting to understand our connection. I'm going to get one more card here, but I feel like I'm starting to understand your connection, or I'm sorry, our connection is really talking about like your absence. They do notice your absence, and I did say this in pile number one, um, that tends to happen, but there's more to it. It's like they're starting to understand the potential of the relationship, or um, maybe your intentions, or um, in that your intentions weren't to be malicious in a way, but it feels like 50%, like they understand it halfway type of thing. Yeah, I'm starting to understand our connection. It's giving, it's giving there was potential there, but it got like interrupted. Like it's like there was potential, but pile number two left. Or I'm hearing there was a lot of potential. There was a lot of potential. Um, and I feel like they have too much pride to admit this. I wish I could share my good news with you. And I feel like you were somebody that was very supportive, like very, like was happy to see them doing good or moving forward. And I feel like they don't have people around them that do that. You know, I feel like they're very like overlooked in general. Um, and there, this could be something that is helping them understand the connection and the type of person you were with them and what you brought to the table, because now that they don't have it, they're like, wow, like I have this good news. I have, you know, something that I'm starting or something I'm excited about, but nobody cares, you know? Nobody cares like you did. So that's the hidden truth. Let's look into what is their karma. And I apologize, my um, camera is not the best with focusing when the cards aren't on the table. So um, it'll fix itself, you know, the autofocus. What is their karma for hurting pile number two? Or what is their karma for doing this to pile number two? Let's see. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to pause, take a drink of water. I do want to say that I got really dehydrated, and I feel like that is, oops, that is part of their karma. Feeling dehydrated, feeling like thirsty for connection, thirsty for that emotional connection, and I feel like they're not getting it from anywhere else. Like once, you know, you guys separated or you walked away, whoever, you know, walked away, um, that was the last time that they felt like their cup was full. Again, like your absence is making them feel like dehydrated, dehydrated of those, you know, positive things, mainly the emotional aspect, because I feel like their connections with other people, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. This could be friendships as well, but their connections with other people, it's very surface level, or it's like people, again, they don't see them, they don't, they're listening to them but they can't hear them, you know. It's like they don't give them what they're looking for. They've lost that. Again, does seem like their fault. Yep, three of swords. Three of swords. Tell me about this. What is their karma for hurting pile number two? Page of Wands in reverse, and we'll get one more card. The Devil. Okay. Their karma, which it is a common theme. This is maybe some of you guys came from pile number one as well, but their karma is um, well, actually, okay, they're stuck in a cycle. They're stuck in a cycle of bad karma. And this cycle, it's like they get into a connection or start to get to know somebody, and it's like the same type of person they run into, and the type of people that they are making these connections with give me the energy of mirroring their energy, but mirroring their energy. When their energy, like, oh, how do I say this, mirroring the way that they acted towards you back to them, to this ex, this person from the past, um I feel like uh these people betray them the way that they betrayed you. It's like it's receiving what it's like, you get what you give type of thing, and it's a cycle that they can't break out of because there's still some aspects of healing themselves internally that they have to look at, but they are kind of resisting um, the change. It's like they're resisting wanting to accept accountability or be open again to self-awareness, and until they do that, they're going to keep meeting people that match their shadow side, um, that end up betraying them, backstabbing them. Um, in this Page of Wands, it's giving me bad news, but it's like bad news in a way of, yeah, this isn't working out, or it never really, it never goes very far. It's like the bad news feels like rejection. Yeah, the bad news feels like rejection. What is their karma for hurting? Yeah, this is karma. The Wheel of Fortune here. This is karma. Like what goes around comes around. And with you, again, they chose to be emotionally unavailable. They played a lot of mind games, a lot of manipulation, um, that, again, like caused you so much confusion. It's like with other people, I'm hearing like they take the bait, and then it ends up like, a fish getting hooked type of thing. um their karma is also like they're not, until they decide to look at themselves in the mirror, they're going to keep meeting people like this. So if they are in a relationship or in a new connection, talking to somebody else, whatever the case may be, it's like these people do not match their energy, or I'm sorry, do not match your energy. Um, they're not in it for the right reasons. They're not trying to get to know them for the right reasons, or they get to know them and they're like, yeah, no, absolutely not. But they may use this person for, whatever it is. But this very much, like, this energy is very much like manipulative, emotionally unavailable, selfish. And I just feel like this is their karma. And again, they're going to be in this cycle until they realize, oh, the reason, I guess the reason why I'm in this cycle is because um, this is how I treated pile number two, or this is what it feels like to be in number two's shoes. Um, they're not quite there yet. They're not quite there yet. One last card. What is their karma for hurting pile number two? Yep, Six of Pentacles, and they are in your shoes. Like the way that you were in this connection, the way that you were trying to give and give and give, and like the more they were like withdrawn from you, the more that you gave. Um, and it's like you lost a lot of time, money, energy on this person trying to make things work or make things better. Trying. everything in your power to help this person, or to be kind or generous or whatever. And again, like, this person is now in your shoes, the way that you were at the time. Like, they keep, it's like they're giving, over giving to um, people who are emotionally unavailable or play a lot of mind games. That, it's like they don't want your ex, they don't want this person. Um, but they use them, for example, like, they use them for like a free meal or to pay for them to get into the club. It's like, it's things like that. And this person, again, is like over giving, and they are now taking advantage, being taken advantage of the way that they did to you. And the time on the clock is 1:13. So again, that number may resonate with you in some way. But that is what I have for you, pile number 2. That is their karma for hurting you. I hope that this resonated. If it did, leave a comment. Let me know how it resonated. Or you can give a like to this video. Subscribe if you would like to, for more videos in the future. And I hope that you guys are able to heal and move forward in your journey. All right, so pile number 3, you guys chose the Hidden Truth Oracle and this crystal here. And we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. I feel like with your reading, I do want to start with the Hidden Truth Oracle, which makes me feel like for some of you guys, this could have been a recent breakup, like a recent separation. Like the last 4 months or less. It could be more, more time. That doesn't have to resonate with you, but I am feeling that energy just because I feel like starting with the Hidden Truth Oracle, which, looking at this, we're going to see, how they feel about you, what they're not telling you. But if you are trying to heal and move on from this person, don't let these cards discourage you. These are just things that, this is part of their karma. Being stuck with these emotions, these feelings, and not being able to get you back, or being forced to sit in this energy of like, oh wow, like I really lost something special type of thing. So let's go ahead and see why my plant keeps moving. Okay, I want you. Again, use your discernment. If this is somebody that you want to go back to, you know what the right decision is to make. You know this person in this situation better than I do. But again, don't let these cards make you make a knee-jerking decision. Okay, I want you. And again, I feel like this I want you is very much like, now that they don't have you, they want you. Like, I have said this in the last couple of piles, but this is most of this, the energy for all of the readings is like, you don't know what you have until it's gone. And no matter, if you want to go back to them or not, it's like, if they want you, they need to feel your absence. I feel like some of you guys are struggling with keeping like the no contact, or struggling to let this person go. So this, I feel like, is throwing you guys off a little bit, like making you want to send that message or make that phone call. But I feel like they need to sit in this energy for a reason, because I don't feel like this, that they showed you this when you guys were together. Okay. I feel you leaving me behind. This is good news, though. This is good news, because, again, this is for sure somebody that didn't know what they had until it was gone. And I feel like you're moving forward. I'm sorry, you're moving forward and like away from this person, by holding like the no contact, or trying your hardest to stay away from this person, to heal from what happened in the relationship. And from their perspective, of things, it's like this person feels like they really lost you this time. It's 1:18 on the clock, so that number may resonate with you somehow. Um, Same with 9/11, that number. Okay, yeah, but they definitely feel like they feel like you're walking away, and the more distance that's created, and the more time that's passed, they want you even more. Um, I'm really feeling like don't let this uh, allow you to make a knee jerk like decision, because this is an energy that they need to feel. They need to feel that distance, your absence, so that they can understand how badly, and excuse my language, but how badly they fucked up. Um, and what it's like, and for them to experience what it's like when you're not there, when you're not giving them what you used to, emotionally, financially, physically, things like that. Okay, how does this person feel about pile number 3? Okay, I know I was a distraction from your pain. All right, give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I had to pause because I got a phone call, and that phone call really makes me feel like this person, for some reason, feels like um, they were not your first option. It's like, and it's 1, 2, 3 on the clock as well. So um, it's kind of like this person feels like they were a last option, but you kind of just settled for them for some reason. Um, I do feel like this is an energy of this person kind of just feeling bad for themselves. Um, like it's kind of like this could have been a situation where maybe you had recently gone through a breakup, or an end of a connection, or something painful in your life was happening at the time, and I feel like this person was there, and so they feel like you just kind of chose them because they were there. Like they don't feel like they met your standards, or something like that. But I bury myself in work to forget you. This person could be working overtime or working a lot, just trying to find distractions to get get you off their mind for a little bit, because this does weigh heavy, like on their mind. It's like a weight on their shoulders type of thing. um, but that could be because of like a guilty conscience. We'll see, when we look into this person. But one more card here for you. All right. I know that I crossed the line with you, so they know. I'm not too sure quite yet what they've done. But yeah, I feel like this burden that they carry around with them is self inflicted, and they are aware of that. So let's go ahead and see um, the type of person this is. We're going to see what what happened in this connection. What did they do to you? So that for you, you can just, make sure that this is describing the person that you're thinking of. Let's see, what did they do to pile number 3? What did this person do to pile number 3? I feel like this person is very unstable, um, emotionally unstable. I feel like they may suffer from some sort of mental illness here. This could be some sort of like BPD, bipolar. I feel like their emotions are kind of all over the place, and I feel like you suffered because of it, because they at the time weren't getting the help that they need, medication wise, therapy wise. I feel like it was kind of like they were hurting on the inside. This could be from like childhood trauma. I'm not too sure what they were hurting from. I think it could be different for a lot of you guys, but I do feel like they didn't give their time to heal, or they never really looked into healing. It's like they just were not stable emotionally and mentally. And again, it's like they just kind of passed that burden and responsibility onto you, which caused you to kind of suffer as a result. I feel like this person may have had some outbursts with you as well. It's like they weren't able to control their emotions, and it's like whatever they were dealing with on the inside, that like reflected out on like their behavior towards you. And I don't feel like you deserved it. I don't feel like you did necessarily anything wrong. Like, you did not deserve for this person to treat you like this, and I feel like they're aware of that. But they did because, again, on the inside, internally, they were just very unstable, on edge, like overwhelmed. I'm going to look into this person more, what they did to you, but so far, I don't feel like this is a very evil or malicious person. I feel like this is somebody that just needs some help, and not some help from you, or, some healing from a relationship. It's like this person needs help from like a psychologist, like a doctor, somebody that can, it's someone with a degree, Okay, we have triumphant success. Okay, what did this person do to pile number 3? This person also could have used some sort of like guilt manipulation tactics. This kind of feels like um, telling like a sob story to get what they want. But the way that the cards are not fitting in the way that I like them to is telling me like the pieces of the puzzle weren't fitting together. Like, I'm hearing that the pieces of the puzzle weren't fitting together. Um, Here, give me 1 second. I want to look into universe here. Okay, let's continue. Oh, okay, a card just fell on the floor. 1 second. Okay, I feel that this person saw you as somebody who was emotionally stable. It's like you were at a point in your life where, or when they met you, it's like they felt like you were doing good. Like, the way that you were, the way you handled situations is, something that they admired. It's like an aspect of yourself that they wish they had. And I feel that this person was like, okay, pal number 3 has these qualities that I really love, or that I wish to embody. So they felt like the answer to their problems was to be in a relationship or a connection with you, so that they could learn from you and kind of like reciprocate that energy, or more mirror that energy, kind of learn how to be more like you. But again, it's like they were dragging you down because they were, I feel like, unknowingly avoiding things that, internally, that were not healed, which is why they couldn't match your energy. But again, it's like they felt like you could help them get out of this hole, but nobody can help them except for themselves, or again, somebody, with a degree. I don't feel like this person is very evil, but I feel like it's important that you know that this person's intentions were not to hurt you. It was just kind of to learn from you in a way. And I feel like they feel bad for dragging you down with them because I feel like this did a number on you. Um, and I really feel strongly that this pile, you guys are like empaths. You very much like absorb the energy of your environment, which is why this like really knocked you down. Um, let's see. Tell me about new beginnings here. What did this person do to pile two? Pile three, sorry, pile three. Um, Let me get one more card for new beginnings. I want to clarify what this energy is because let me get another card. Yeah, I feel like there is a lot of regret because they know that they kind of chased you away. They know that their actions really affected the outcome of this relationship. They know that they are at fault because they rubbed off on you, but their the shadow aspect of themselves really rubbed off on you, and it like hurts them to know that their intentions were not malicious with you. um, but again, like it hurts them to know that they as a person were your anchor. um, and I feel like when we were looking into what they feel deep inside, I feel like they're not sharing these things with you to not only protect you, um, well, yeah, to protect you. And I feel like the energy that I was feeling then of don't make a knee jerk decision is if this person can heal, honestly, I feel like there is potential here, but there's a need for them to take some time in a hermit energy, to be by themselves and figure out how to get themselves out of this hole rather than um, depending on other people to do that for them. Um, but there is a good sign here that they are self aware. I'm going to get one more card. What did they do to pile three? Yeah, it really it really hurts them and affects them that I feel like you did tell them this, um, that you felt that you had lost yourself. You felt lost. Um, this feels like self love when it comes to you, pal number three. Like I feel like this, they they either saw you um, in an energy that they've never seen you in and realized like the effects that they had on you. Um, or your love for your passions that you once had just kind of started disappearing. It's like seeing you fall into like a deep depression. But again, I do feel like they feel bad, um, like really, really bad, that they had such an effect, like such a negative effect on you. Okay, so let's see what their karma is. I'm seeing 113 a lot. I feel like somehow that may resonate with some of you. If I'm being honest, before I even shuffle, I feel like more of the karma, and I feel like this is just an understanding of this person, like internally, that you may not have been aware of. Some sort of things left unsaid, closure. I'm not too sure, but I feel like again, before I shuffle, their karma is having to deal with these traumas in order to heal them, to get better, and that's necessary. But dealing with those dark things, those dark aspects of yourself, is not easy. It's very painful. So that can be considered karma. Um, but it's karma for the better. It's like a death card type of energy, the tower type of energy, but more death, more of the death card. Oh, wow, there's a tower. Look at that. What's their karma for hurting you? I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because I was like, wow, the tower came out. Interesting. All right, so we got the King of Swords in reverse, the tower, and the Ten of Wands. I feel that this has to do with their actions, but it's more of their words that they said to you that they wish they could take back, that they really regret saying, whether it's malicious, manipulative, angry outburst. It's like the karma is that their sharp tongue is their downfall type of thing. Like it led them into it pushed them to rock bottom, a separation between you guys. It really chased you away. And I, again, with the tower, it just makes me feel like the karma is the um, awareness that their actions brought you down. Their actions hurt you more than they were hurting internally. Again, this is good though, because this person is not resisting. It's like this person is accepting, like um, they know they need help. They know that they did wrong, or they weren't fair. They treated you in a way that wasn't fair for you, but it was just a reflection of how they were feeling on the inside. I feel like they may even be um, actively seeking help or trying to figure out like why they feel like this, why do they act like this. um, Again, I don't hate this person. Like I don't think they're a bad person at all. um, I think that what you suffered because of them isn't fair. um, but they do have potential to heal themselves. What's their karma for hurting pile number 3? I'm gonna get 2 more cards for you, pile number 3, because I feel like this is almost the end, of the reading. This message is very clear. Um, okay, yeah. So their karma is really, really being stuck um, in this energy of I cannot get what I want, which is, either you or a stable relationship, something stable. I cannot get that until I change, until I finally, figure out how to get the help that I know will work for me personally. Their karma is just kind of, honestly, it's recognizing what they did wrong, recognizing that they were at fault, and kind of coming to that acceptance of, I need help. Because again, I feel like it's something that they may have been resisting for a while, or something that they were unaware of. Um, I feel like, again, it's very much like relying on other people to heal them, make them feel better, fix their problems for them. And I feel like their karma is realizing that they have to do it on their own, um, and realizing also how much damage they can do to other people because of what they're internally going through, and because they let that affect um, their behaviors, their attitudes, their um, view on life and situations. And again, like, I feel like this healing aspect is not easy, and I feel like they're realizing like how badly they've been stuck and trapped because um, of things that were left unnoticed, um, or unhealed. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope it resonated. If it did, leave a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated, or you can give this video a like, or you can subscribe if you like this content. I'll be coming out with more videos in the future, and I hope that that helped.